This is Linda Ray coming to you from sunny Florida. I know that the weather's been a little cool this week, but boy, I'll tell you what, it has been fantastic. And I just want to say hi to you and let you know that we've got a really special guest here to share some things with you today. And he is Joe from Naples. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Linda. How are you? Besides being cold.
You feel like it's cold, but it's, your blood's probably thinner for one thing because you're here all the time. But Joe, I want to talk to people about so many people from Michigan are thinking about making a move. Retirement's coming early. A lot of them are coming to Florida. There's all kinds of areas in Florida, of course, for them to pick from. Depends what and I'm sure you'd ask those questions right out the gate. What's their desires and what are they doing for? But I'd like to talk today about the area that you cover the strongest. Joe's been in the business for a long time, well received. We know that if we sell your house in Michigan and we make a good profit for you, it's not going to get lost when you move to Florida. And so I'm going to turn that over to Joe just to answer that one particular question. Choosing the right agent is so important when you come here. And you need to have a referral of somebody that's been vetted and proven record that they're going to take care of you and not lead you down the golden path. So Joe, let's talk about a little bit of your history and also what areas you cover.
Well, great questions. I think there's about 9 questions in there, which I love about you, Linda. You're always Speedy Gonzalez and on top of things, which is awesome.
Get it done.
I wanted to first tell you, you said you were a little cold where you're at. Well, Wednesday, we're supposed to be 81 degrees, Thursday, 81, 82. So if those of you that aren't here that are listening to this, come on down. And you asked what area I service. Linda, I love Naples, Marco Island, Bonita, Estero, and my team, we have an extended area. We go further north. So if you want Cape Coral or those types of areas, Punta Gorda, we can also cover you there. I think your other question was picking the right agent. And, on every one of my emails that I send out, it says who you work with matters, especially in this market. I'm a very, very strong listing agent, and I do a lot with buyers as well. And in this market, when you have a property hit and there may be 20 offers, 50 showings to a property, you want somebody that can get your offer accepted, get you to the top of the pile, and that knows the market. And I'm also telling my clients if a property is way overpriced, they need to know that. We don't want to have those same problems that we had back in 2005 and 6, where there was this boom and everybody was riding this wave up, like the waves behind me here in my superimposed Naples pier. But, they rode that. And then, when that calmed down, it corrected. Right now, what we're seeing in our market is end users buying the properties, not as many investors. So I think the market can handle that. But yes, Naples is number 1, Bonita, Estero, Fort Myers, and of course, Marco Island.
So one of the things is touch a little bit about investment. We have several agents throughout the state of Florida that's an expert in their particular area. That's why we've invited Joe to this one today, because it's a very popular area. But a lot of them, investment-wise, they're not just, some of them are thinking about retiring, Joe, down the road, and they want to grab a house now because from what we're hearing, the statistic-wise, your houses in Florida are just rising monthly. And if they wanted to get a house right now, perhaps have somebody lease it out and a caretaker that takes care of it until they get here. Or what about our snowbirds that want to just come down all winter and have it taken care of during the summer months? Do you have access to that?
We have access to all of that. So let's talk about it first. We're having a lot of people coming down that maybe prior to COVID, we're going to retire down here in 4 or 5 years or get their place. But because of COVID, people are moving their timeline up. So some people are buying now, using it a little bit or a lot, and now they have it for the future. And if they want to get away from the cold weather right now, they have that. Other people are just renting it out, like you had said. The great thing about that, our rental rates are through the roof. So if you want to come down, buy something, we can rent it and probably cover all your operating costs and add some profit into that as well. But again, it depends on what property you're going to buy, what price range, what location. We all hear it all the time, location, location, location.
Right.
So for those rentals, the closer to the water or closer to downtown or other activities, in these different areas that we service would be best. But yeah, rentals are perfect right now investment for somebody that's going to use it later on.
Yeah, and even if the prices are up, I just have to believe, I'm hearing a lot of California buyers are coming in. I think that no matter if the price is up a little bit, look backwards. I know our house has doubled since we purchased, and I bet you a lot of people would agree to that. And I think that even if they purchase today, that's going to happen again in the near future, don't you?
Well, they say there's only so much water. And in
Yeah.
Naples, a lot of our land, in fact, I would say about 99.9% of it has been built out. So yeah, our prices are pretty strong. People ask, is this a passing phase or this is the new norm? I think that we're setting a new plateau. We've been underpriced. When you look at California, New York, and even Chicagoland, some of these areas, their prices have been way up there. In Naples, we haven't topped out. So there's a lot of room for equity in these properties, some good shrewd investments, not only for your main house, but also for your investment properties as well. So a lot of our strong investors are coming into the market, buying those rentals, which is helping that rental market as well. So yeah, it's a great time to get in here. They're also talking about, with inflation, increasing interest rates. We've all been following that. Linda, I know you're always following the market and interest rates like the rest of the top producers out there, myself included. So in April, when they're talking about increasing, so we're going to see even less pressure on the market from, I guess people getting a loan, and we're going to see more cash buyers out here. So now's the time to jump right in. Not a better time than today. By the way, to give you an idea, I pulled up some statistics. New listings that came on in the last couple of days, 647. But I want you to also hear this: 635 sold. Now, it's not the same ones that came on the market, but what's coming to market is selling right now. Pending, let's see, 1,252 pending properties on the market. And there's just a lot of things happening right now. Leases, they're not even putting on our MLS anymore because they're happening so fast. They're coming to the market and being rented the same day. So
can you give us the range of price ranges of what those might reflect?
Well, our average market right now is $510,000. Now, that's just a sweet spot, and that's average. We had a property sale last week for 49 million. In January, we had one sell for 52 million. But we've got a property for sale for 180 million, a 2-2 condo, and we have another condo on the other end of the spectrum for 9 million. And with all the golf views, et cetera. So we have everything that everybody's looking for. It's just, if you're going to buy on our market, you want to get with the right agent that's going to focus on you, get the job done, and take care of you and get you a good deal. That's what it's all about. And then support you all the way through this. If you're going to either use it for yourself or you want it rented, you need a property watch, property management, we can help you with all of that. In fact, our company here, we have over 2,000 rentals that we manage beside our sales division, which is what I'm part of with my team.
And that's priceless. That is priceless, Joe, because everybody you deal with, you vetted and you've used before, and you know the track record. And I'll tell you,
Linda, I have a list of who not to use.
Okay, there you go.
That my clients have shared with me that stay away from. Here's some good people, and here's some that I would think twice about.
And that's so helpful because I have a caretaker in my homes too. And the thing is that there's always something that might be popping up that you want them to be able to take care of without gouging you. Or, if you're not in town right now, you want to know that it's being taken care of, and they can easily video and show you what's going on. I mean, I like people that keep you in the loop. So,
I'm sorry, we got a little pause here on the video. I apologize.
Okay.
It is so important to work with somebody that has these names, numbers, and a list. I would say, today's Monday. I don't know what day you're going to release this, but we're recording this on Monday. And over the weekend, I probably got 6 or 7 calls from some clients. Joe, I need someone to work on my heater. I need a painter. We're going to do some remodeling. And that's part of the service. It's not about listing a property, selling it, and forgetting about the client. It's not about selling that buyer a house, send them a bottle of wine and never talking to them again, done and dusted. It doesn't work that way here. We're talking to our clients, past, present, and future all the time. And we're always here to help. If I don't answer my phone, I'm either dead or in the shower. Give me a couple of minutes. If I'm in the shower, I will get to that phone call. You will get your answer. In fact, we've kind of trained our clients a little bit. Maybe you're the same way. If you have a question, non-real estate related, just text me. We will get you that answer immediately. And they love it.
Well, that's why that you're such an achiever and have such a huge presence in your area.
Well,
that's why we picked
the
COA. Well, we picked that a long time ago too. It's been a few years now that we've been kind of working together here. And
we've taken care of a handful of your clients, very happy clients. And you took care of one of my clients, which is very weird because I don't get a lot of clients here that have clients by you that want to sell, but sometimes they walk into my door first. And I love sending them to you because they're always happy. You're done with them, sort of, because you've done business with them. I know you'll stay in touch. But then when they're here, they love the idea that we can work together and in this relationship, and you get all the credit because you put the group of us together and it's been working phenomenally.
Well, relationships is everything. And any agent that doesn't learn that right out the bat is not going to stay around very long. It's just a lot of grit. And Paula, you like to talk about that too, is you think Paula's known as the agent everybody loves, and her grit and grace.
It's called Grit and Grace. And Joe, we are so on the same page with you. Like you're talking on, it's like words that came out of my mouth every day. You don't just let the clients one time, you are there for a lifetime. You are there for their questions, answers, whatever they need. Yeah. So we are all on the same page. So it's such a great thing that we can all connect, because that way our clients are getting taken care of, whether they're in Michigan or they're in any other state, especially here in Florida, because they really want to know that, hey, this is going to be my forever home, my ending home. And I want to know that I'm with someone that I can trust as much as I trust you. And that's why I think it's a great working relationship for all of us.
Well, for us to put the time in to do these podcasts and the one-on-one phone calls that we have with the Ray team and stuff like that, we're not fly by night. I've got 30, oh gosh, all right, I'm going to date myself. 32 years, I think, now in real estate. 25 of those years right here. I used to be in Chicago. I used to have the same weather you guys have. But about 25 years ago, I got on a plane, came down here. I was in a parka. I had mittens down to here, the scarf. And I get off the plane. Everybody's in shorts and polos. I threw my jacket in the garbage can and I never went home.
I hear that story a lot down here. So for those of you who are asking the question, am I moving to Florida? No, I'm still a Michigander, but I love Florida. And I love to spend January, February in the sunshiny state and mix with all the agents here that we're working with. And actually, we got in a few conferences. It's always good. People go, I had one of them that gave a conference, and when they say, Paul, I can't believe your mother came to my conference, sat in the front row and actually took notes. Listen, we can learn from everyone. Everything, every day we learn something. And it's a constant move, isn't it, Joe?
Oh,
it's a constant move.
I got to tell you, you talk about learning from anybody. Over the weekend was my lovely wife, Allie's birthday. And so we bought an online magician show.
Okay.
And this guy did this whole show via Zoom, just like we're doing here. So my wife and I are sitting there copying notes of how he used his cameras and how we could do better showing properties. And I'm learning this from a magician. So you're right. You never know where you're going to learn. And by the way, the magician is called the Magician Online, David White, I think it is. I'll send you a link. You can actually put it in the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. That's
amazing. Cool. I'm not going to tell you any of the tricks, but it surprised all of us.
Oh, that's great.
The innovation that's come out of this COVID thing has been unbelievable. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about too, about how it's handled so differently in Florida about the COVID and the tax base. We want to touch base about that a little bit too, Joe.
Well, let's talk about taxes. First of all, what are your state income tax in Michigan? I don't remember. I'm
A
sorry.
whole lot more than yours, because yours is zero, right?
Well, that was my point. So people from California, 10 or 12%, they come here and they get a 10 or 12% raise.
The
I
minute
just
they
sold
move here.
a beautiful condo on the water to a gentleman and his lovely wife for a little over 5 million. And they said, Joe, not only it's reverse sticker shock. Coming from New York or California or these big cities, I tell them a price and they say, oh my gosh. And I'm sorry, these are our prices. They say, no, Joe, this is so much less. Are your HOA fees? A guy had in Manhattan a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. And what was his HOAs were $22,000 a year. I sold him a house here. And the HOAs for the year were $9,000 for a 4-bedroom house with a pool in the yard. And it's absolutely crazy. And I'm sorry, what was the other part of the question?
I wanted to talk about the taxes, but what was the other thing, Paula? Do you remember what I just said?
No.
It'll come back to us. Anyways, Joe is so full of information as far as the Sunshine State. If you're thinking about coming down here and you want to explore the different areas of Florida, let us connect you with the right people. Some of them actually move around, right, Joe, and check out different places, and then they land with whoever is the expert in that particular area. But Naples is a high in demand, very high in demand for Naples. And it's Joe's a great industry setter, trender, always has been. And again, the honesty is so important that when you get here, he's going to look at what you're looking for, what your lifestyle is, and absolutely give you golden information of what he would do if it was his money himself. And I think that that's what we can ask for out of all of our agents. And,
a couple of things, Linda, real quick. Wall Street Journal this weekend, or actually, I think it came out Friday, named Naples as the #1 growth and just everything that's happening here. It's crazy. And there was a couple other places in Florida as well. The other thing is, if one of your clients do want to come down to Naples, the very best way to do this is get a hold of Paula, get a hold of Linda, yourself, and they'll call me direct. My phone rings nonstop, but when I see Linda, I see Paula call me, I drop what I'm doing because we do a lot together. And, it's when you work with one professional and another professional, it's so easy for all of our clients. So yeah, reach out to these guys. They'll reach out to me. They'll supply the information. They'll get your wish list of what you want, what you're looking for. They know you. And of course, I want to know you. I want to see through your eyes, and Linda and Paula will certainly help me do that. So I'm waiting for those calls.
Okay, Paula, you have any other questions for Joe?
I think you guys have covered every question I really wrote down, which is kind of great. So I'm just going to say our team is grit and grace. And I think, Joe, you're right on the same page as we are. And I really appreciate that. And trust issues are really important to our clients, because I do want to pass them to somebody that's going to take care of them like we do, because we could become family, and the referrals roll from there, and their families trust our families. But I want to thank you for always being a great team member as well.
Oh, well, thank you. And it is part of the family. Some days I see you guys more than my own family at home. So you're right. It is family. And it's always a pleasure to chat with you guys, whether it's business or when you do come down and we get to go out and have a meal and have a good time, because that's what it's all about here. In fact, there's a couple of new restaurants on Fifth Avenue. So we've got to get you guys in here.
That would be great. Listen, I love your motto. It matters who you work with. I love that. It does matter who you work with. So if you guys are thinking about, anybody out there, if you're thinking about making a move to the Sunshine State or in Michigan, give us a call. Paula, they can reach you where?
At 248-770-8661. Feel free to call or text.
And remember, she's the agent everybody loves. I'm not kidding you. It is amazing. And I am at 248-709-3786. And I would hope to hear from you. Love to see you. And I wish we could send you an hour of this sunshine. I truly do. Thanks for listening today. See you later. Bye.
Thanks for having me, guys. See you later. I'm
You
going
too,
out,
Joe.
taking a walk down the street and get a little sun.
Good for you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
Joe.
Thanks, Joe.